Welcome, everybody. Welcome back to the stream. It's your boy, Country Chris. We back today again. I got a fresh haircut. You know what I'm saying? I cut my own hair. I don't pay no $50, $60 for a haircut. Bump that. Ugh. Check out my music. Check out the merch. You know what I'm saying? Every dollar helps. Every dollar helps. Every sale helps. Every subscribe helps. Every view helps. So, without further ado, we're going to get into the game and see what it do. What it do. Yo, what up, guys? Hey, yo, y'all wanna play Skull and Bones today? Hit me up. Let me know what's going on. No, let's not do that. Mm-hmm. What are we gonna do today? What do we want to do today? I guess is the question. Hmm. Yeah, I'm running medium. I mean, Nice Nature is a medium specialist, if I'm not mistaken. It's like Makatakapatabari, Tari over here. Tataru.
being made on Twitch as a preface to the video? Because that's what it has to be, right? That's what it has to be on Twitch. Now, the reason for this is, well, we can go and make a video called I'm Turning It On. And in that video, I'm explaining why I'm sampling any and all means of people having the ability to donate money. Yeah, turn mine off too. It's fucking annoying. I don't want to read people's messages. They're stupid, and then people feel like they want to talk to me. They think that you owe them something. It's just fucking annoying. Yeah, turn that shit off too. More super chat, no more YouTube memberships. All intents and purposes, no more bits on Twitch. I say all intents and purposes, but you can't actually fully disable that on Twitch once you start streaming out. You're fucking shackled to the bits ecosystem. You can't. Yeah, I mean, yeah. You can, people can do it, but I don't create an incentive structure around it. Not be turned on. Yeah. So I made the minimum so high that no one can pay it. Hopefully, and actively discouraging people from subbing on Twitch as well. Any and all avenues where people could just give me clams, I am just putting the kibosh. I should have done this a long time ago, but better late than never. Might as well get more. Yeah, no, that's what happened is that Dan, he took us out to a really nice steak restaurant, very, very nice place. And Dan was telling me, he's like, hey, so you're losing us a lot of money. And I said, am I losing you hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars? And Dan refused to answer me. And so he was telling me, like, hey man, just letting you know that we might be doing this ad thing. Did you guys feel out of place? I mean, no, you go to one of these steak restaurants and it's like an expensive place. There's plenty of idiots sitting around. Plenty of morons sitting there all the time. You think everybody there is fucking Bill Gates? No. There's morons everywhere. He short it down. The reason is super simple. I would much rather you keep your money. Yeah. Use it for yourself. Use it for things you need and important, whether it's charitable causes or what have you. But just stop forking it over to me. Now, since posting that video, there's been a lot of questions, and even someone pushed back from other streamers about how, like, this sets a bad precedent where, like, yeah, I think other streamers don't, and this is why whenever I've talked about it, I've always said multiple times that I don't criticize or complain. Like Kai does the subathon. Kai's got a lot of money too, right? And I never criticize other people for trying to make money. I don't think it's really a bad thing. And that's why I always say, like, every time that I do talk about, like, taking donations or anything like that, I usually do preface it by saying, like, if other people want to do it, that's totally fine. Because I don't want to do, like, I think Charlie, like, what he's talking about is, like, streamers get defensive because they feel like people like Charlie potentially are pulling the Charlie's not doing this, by the way, but this is the way they feel, that Charlie's pulling the ladder up, right? He's already made a lot of money, and now he's virtue signaling that he doesn't need your money, and this creates a second-order effect of now other viewers thinking that you as a streamer, this other person, are greedy and thinking of you as a worse person. It makes them look bad, basically, right? That's the way that they feel. Yeah, it does look like that? Yeah, I mean, sure, right? And that's why I always say that. But that's the reason why he gets the negativity. Starts to shame others. Exactly. Don't follow my footsteps here. Yeah. Let me be clear. I'm not trying to make a rallying cry here. I'm not your dad. You do what you want on your own stream. Keep donations, subs on out the wazoo, wherever. I don't care. That's your prerogative. It's just my own personal. Right. Yeah. I mean, I feel the same way. Do whatever you want. Decision. Obviously, that wasn't like the most relevant cake or anything, but it is a conversation I saw storing about after I posted that video, because there are some streamers that believe that normal people having the ability to give them money helps them feel included in the community, part of the ship. It's like integral to the streaming experience. I think that's an interesting perspective, and if you want to have that perspective, I think that perspective should be attached to some sort of merchandise. So, like, if you think that you want your community to feel engaged, and you think that by them investing into you as a creator, that then they will be, invested into the stream. Psychologically, that is a sound conclusion to me. Why not sell merchandise? Sell a little plushie, sell a shirt, sell something, a little something, just a hat, a little something, some little stupid thing, right? That's fine. Yeah, that's yeah, okay, right, yeah. So I feel like you don't have to ask for $20. Like, just give them something that they can remember and that they have, and then whenever you get canceled, they can make videos on Twitter setting it on fire.
To like sub and donate things like that. I've never really shared that perspective. I've always used streaming as content that you are providing to viewers for free.
It's free, and I monetize my stream in a lot of ways. And you guys notice, like, somebody donates 50 subs, 100 subs, 10 subs even, I'll say thanks. But a lot of times I also say, don't do it if you can't afford it, right? The truth is that I don't like the idea of the subscriber, non-subscriber dynamic, because I think that it tiers viewers. And I don't like the idea where certain viewers are given privileges inside of the community that other viewers don't have, because I just feel like that's an uncomfortable dynamic to be by income. I just think it's weird.
Someone's nice enough to toss you the you tip your fedora saying, "Hi, Joey, thanks for the rainbow." Hi, stranger. Hold on. It's not an obligation. No one should feel like they need to be able to give you money to be
Exactly.
you need that. Feel very parasocial for me. But that's
Yeah.
just my own viewpoint. But what I will tell you, breaking the magician's code here, there is no top streamer that needs your financial support.
That's a fucking fact. Oh my god. It's not entirely a fact, because I know some of, like, actually, you know what? I have a friend, I'm not going to say who it is, spent $16,000 having water delivered to their house from across the street.
What?
Even this friend doesn't need your fucking money.
By those streams. For it. Also, the bulk of the streamer income comes from ads in the first place. And anyway, though, I think this stems from people just not really knowing how much money a top streamer can make on Twitch.
That's right.
So let me show you my analytics from my lifetime on Twitch. Now, Twitch analytics are a little funky here on the back end, so I wasn't able to just set the date range from 2017 to 2025 because it just freeze.
Yeah.
It would just have a connection. I bet the Twitch HQ server just fucking fought flames.
So you did 55K in 2 years, basically, right? 2017, 2019.
Tried to do that. I had to break up the shots. So 2017 is when I really started like actual
Part-time job
on Twitch. I dabbled in 2016, but it wasn't until 2017 where I got like partnered and everything. So from 2017 to 2019, I made $55,500 for those. And I was full-time streaming at this point.
Good job. We're off to the races. Run them up.
This number, it's $1.2 million. Very good number to see here.
And see, my time streamed went from 600 hours on the 2 years to 3,600 hours, and I made $1.2 billion for those 3 years. And this was before my Twitch contract, so the equation my streams were like 11 themselves. So this was still without ads, by the way. $1.2 billion.
Almost pretty good.
Then I got a Twitch contract which necessitated a certain amount of ads, 3 minutes of ad time per hour.
All right. Booyah.
Overall, that's pretty good. because I just didn't want to have to fucking. They said I had to stream a certain amount of hours, and like I was like, well, what if I don't want to? And they're like, well, then well, they said you have to. I said, nope, I'm out. Actually, yeah. Yeah, I just didn't want to do it. I got a pretty good deal too. I got a very good deal. What happened in 2023? Probably his contract ended. That's never even back to multi-streaming between YouTube and Twitch. That becomes a job. Yeah.
I'm treating 80,000 less subs across these 3 years than I did for the previous two. I still made significantly more.
It's a good amount of money.
Because of ads. Ads,
And this is also, you've got to keep in mind that this is the equivalent of 4 years, right? So he made like a little bit over $1 million a year streaming on Twitch. That's good. That's pretty good.
ads are the breadbasket to streamers. That's
40 million a year? Yeah, it's decent. Sure. Why is he showing this? So people stop giving people that are making $1 million a year, they stop giving their fucking paycheck whenever they're working at Sam's Club to them. Stop giving them. Stop it. If you want to say thank you for the content, that's totally fine. You want to chip in $15, W, right? Thanks. But like, there needs to be an understanding of this, and here's the reason too. I don't know if you can talk about this, but there's been a lot of unhealthy relationships that I think people have developed over the years with streamers. And I think these unhealthy relationships are fueled by a number of things. And by talking about the amount of money that people make, it does cut that parasocial relatability thing whenever you know that this guy is making like $1 million a year, right? That to me is a good thing. That's a very good thing. I'm happy that that's happening. Because the type, like, again, that's like having, oh, wow, there's no shit around here. There's no more flies. Where's all the flies? Nobody's saying that, are they? That's the way I see it. Especially the different, yeah. So I'm very much, this has always been my mindset for it. This is why I've never, like, farmed parasocial stuff at all. I knew a girl who was giving over $50K to her favorite streamer. She could afford it, but it's still crazy. Well, I mean, if you can afford the amount of money that you're spending, I think it's like a person should have every right to exercise discretion and do what they want to do if it makes them happy, right? I mean, like that really, it's fine. But at the same time, you also have to be reasonable.
the jelly to the peanut butter sandwich that is streaming. And keep in mind, these numbers here, the 4.1, the 1.2, those don't even brand deals or sponsorships. And I didn't have any of like ancillary donations, but a lot of streamers do for like Streamlabs, for like speech, stuff like that. That doesn't include any of those fucking means of making money through media. This is solely
Yeah, like whenever I started streaming, like within 3 months of streaming, I was making $10,000 a month. Like just that. Like I immediately like, and then at that point, like within 6 months, we were streaming, like me and the mom, we were live every single day, basically, and we were making probably like about double that, I would say, maybe a little bit more, and we were like the top 3. That was in like in less than half a year. You're already following though, right? A little bit. Like our first stream was 250, second stream was 1,000, and then like 3 months it was like 4,000 or 5,000, and then by 6 months we were getting close to 10, and then it went back down whenever I changed my schedule and everything, and then it went back up obviously after that. When was this? It was like 2017. Here's what I can do. I just pulled up my analytics for a couple of my mods. One of them is in chat. And I showed them how much money I was making on Twitch in one day, and they were wondering how much the 24/7 channel had made. That's about it. Pretty much says it.
which it's and I think something important to mention, contrary to popular belief, I am not a top streamer. I am also not even a full-time streamer, and I haven't been for over a year and a half. So by 2025,
Yeah, you've been getting late. You've been getting so late. Remember whenever they did that Halo thing and it was really good? Now you just go live for like 3 hours and play Digimon and then you go offline. Remember that? It was like 3 days ago. I remember seeing you do that. I was trying to watch the game.
I didn't really put them here.
Yeah.
So another thing to add to the total here. But I'm not even a full-time
Touching
streamer.
grass.
I haven't been a contest probably since the fucking Among Us movement. You know, back in the prehistoric internet age now. Like the Among Us era is the only time where I rose to like the top 20. I've not been in that ball game for a while, and yet this is still.
I would say that for every year, I've taken like long breaks, so it might fuck up the averages. But I would say, like, have I been in top 10? I think I've been in top 10 for like 7 years, maybe 6. Minus like maybe 1 where I took a lot of breaks.
Option starts with 26 meters of downhill to unlock your full potential. Then add tailored support for testosterone, hair growth, climax control, healthier cholesterol, and more. Upgrade your technique with a one daily dose of CBD, discreet, and personalized, so you can feel like your best self. Find your personalized treatment for easy and long. Start today at noon.com.
That's about it.
Hello?
Yeah, you're number one. No, I've been top on the platform for before. I mean, for months before, sure. Yeah. You said that was a good month. Those were good months. Sure.
A crazy amount of money where there is no reason I should be taking money from just normal people working normal everyday jobs. It just doesn't feel right. Streaming is the easiest job there is. Hot take, I know, sorry, that was a whispering, scolding backflip that I just spewed out there. Putting
Like, I would rather have a relationship with my audience where it's just a bunch of guys sitting around talking about things or
Looking good.
politics or dicks or I don't know, something stupid, right? Like, and there's no money involved. There's no like weird like sponsor play, something like that, right? I mean, it's just you're just sitting around talking and hanging out, right? I mean, like that's really what I would want to do. It doesn't mean I don't like to make money, but there's always going to be ways to make money, and that's always what's happened. No girls, no, not. By the way, so I went to a gas station, and these 3 girls were like laughing and giggling at each other, talking about it. And they kept saying, they're like, is that voice critical? And I'm like, I'm not sure. And they're like, oh my God, we knew it. Yes. They're like, we thought you were him. And I'm sorry, but I felt like like, I don't look anything like Charlie. If anything, it's an insult to Charlie that people say I look like him. Like, what is this? Like, how the, like, and these girls, I think they were drunk, right? And they pulled in sideways to the fucking gas station. And this is gas station with a bunch of those, like, metal holes in the front so you can't drive into it. And I'm like, how the fuck did you think that? How did you know this? But why would you ever think it? It's not even remotely close. It's not. It's in there, and
I sit in swamp ass for 2 hours every day. Play a game or just that's beating up for one person actually working their ass off and getting 95 why
it's not even about that. Like, I have no problem. Like, you know, walking, you know, I'm gonna ask for the money, but like, I don't want to have like the emotional component of it. Like, I would rather speak money than have it. I would. Because I feel like at that point, like, that's even better. You know? Like, yeah, and it's, I don't know.
it's a long time, especially it's right. I go into like okay, all
Off to the lead.
like, decided, Zach and Apollo, a couple of my other friends, we had already decided that that's on the platform that we had the screen time.
Run, run, run. Maybe I should give you Slipstream because you'd be able to use it right now. Mm-hmm. Look at her. No. Son of a gun. And shout out to Jar Beef's Bungo for the gifted subs. Tier 1 subscription for a month. Hey,
not checked my YouTube earnings since November last year. My accountant will call me occasionally and say you're making a lot of money, and I'll say that's great. And the reason why I don't check it is because I think it is poison. I don't want to check it. I don't want to see the numbers. I don't want to think about the numbers. Did you only pay taxes? I actually paid taxes very recently. Like, what was it, like 3 days ago. That was a lot of money. It was a lot of money.
And YouTubers that have significantly more money than me and have some donations on it, whatever. I don't care. Like I said, it's kind of me trying to lead some kind of revolution here where all of us turn off. It's their choice to make. I wanted to explain fully why I don't want normal people just giving me their money anymore at all.
Also, I don't even like, there's a moral aspect to it. But to me, it's just fucking annoying. I don't want to be the message. I don't want to be donation messages, and people feel like you need to read them. And I don't want to have to feel like I have to read your message, because a lot of times they're like attention seeking and annoying. And so it's like, I don't want to do it. And so, like, that's the reason why. I mean, there's no, like, there's like no moral high ground here. There's no, it's the point where it was like, so it was, I remember the moment that I realized it was a problem. I called my dad, like I was on the phone with my dad, there's like me, McConnell, and S-Man, we were like running these like 7 calls on our kids clearly. And I
Oh, thank you for the view. Thank you for the view.
Yes, that day. And I told my dad, I said, yes, we'll donate money to do it. And he asked like how much money to make, and I'm like, why? And I'm just like, oh, I made $7,000. Like that was from that one day, just from donations. And he's like, that's it. And I don't know why, but I was just like, yeah, like, did I really just like have to listen to all these retards just for $7,000? Like, do I don't want to deal with that.
Welcome, welcome. I'm gonna play Skull and Bones here in a little while. I'm gonna do this run and maybe another run after this. And I'm gonna play Skull and Bones for a while. Probably. A lot of people hate on that game, but it's actually really fun. And it's free if you have Xbox and Xbox Live. I mean Game Pass. Looking good, looking good.
Not only are you a dick sucker, but I'm gonna make a video about it. Dick sucker. And then when you get mad that I made the video, I'm gonna make another video about you getting mad. And this can go on as long as you want it to go. So just the way it is. That's what's gonna happen.
They believe it to be somewhat of a brand risk where if they're perceived as being someone that
People give them less money.
will make their audience would like to
They wouldn't identify with them. Yeah.
Relatable.
Yeah.
It's just something I've seen here and there over to a bunch of different creators. And I just find it a bit disingenuous.
Being relatable to your audience is cultivating an audience of losers, of simp losers, that are unrealistic, weird, controlling, obnoxious, parasocial, parasitic, just freaks. Like, there's some people that have audiences like this. I'm not going to name names, but we all know the names. I would not, like, if they paid me $20 million a year just to deal with that, I would not.
Hopefully something like this can help show that the show one is in like the top sphere of YouTube or Twitch.
You know their name, then leave one.
They're very, very well off financially. Anyway, though, if you add both of these numbers up, I've made a total of $41.3 million.
You made more than that. You know that. I know that. Everybody knows that. Because you have brand deals, it's probably close to like 50. If I had to get maybe a little bit more. It's like they're probably a little bit extra thing. I probably think that would be like 50, 60, maybe 70. Like if I had to put it in a number, that's the number I would use.
Who?
But that's not to say that's what I have. Now, I do live in Florida, which means there is no individual income tax. Big time Florida W right there.
That's right.
Big time Gushy Grannies, Florida Blazer. I've lived my whole life. And that is something very nice about it. But it's not to say that the tax man comes in gentle with the loot. He still goes full hog raw. It is still brutal when the tax man comes in up and he'll blow up your guts. That's just the way they cookie crumble.
I don't even know how much money I pay back. I'm going to be honest. Like, I don't even know. Like, I mean, I looked at it and I was like, yeah, kind of. Yeah, that makes sense. And that was it. Yeah, I mean, in 7 figure. Yeah, but like 7 figures could be like 1 million or like 7 million, right? You don't? No, I try to avoid, this might sound weird, as I said before, but I think that I think money and the fixation around money is a disease. And as soon as I was able to cover my basic expenses, then I didn't have any other need for thinking about it.
Man. So.
Everything.
They was Scarlett though.
$1,000 a year, life will it will improve in like such an indescribable way. Go from making that much to making like $100,000 a year, right? But like there's a diminishing return for this. And I think that now with inflation, that diminishing return kicks in at probably 150 to like $250,000 a year, right? Like where it's like the difference that you get from like a $50 to $150,000 a year is gigantic. The difference that you get from $450 to $550,000 a year is not gigantic. It's basically the same thing. And that's the point that I'm making. And so like the more that you think about that, I think the more that you become disconnected from like doing what I do is it's in a way a creative, but it's also an expressive pursuit. And the amount of time and like energy that I put into that, I don't want to have any of that be polluted by money, thinking about money. Does that make sense? Like, and so, if I do, yeah, and that's the way that I see things. And again, like other people really care a lot about this. This is only the way that this is just like what I do, right?
Go. Come on, baby. Go, baby, go. Go, baby, go. Rolling. Rolling. Rolling.
Absolutely. But I'm not talking about that.
Obviously, a good chunk instantly goes to taxes. There's also like
Like
salary
35 people that I know, something like that.
and also for the first 4 to 5 years of me earning money through my YouTube channel, I donated every single dollar to charity. So while I may have earned $41 million
Yeah.
over the course of my time online, I don't have nearly that much. But I still have more money than I will ever know
Yeah.
what to fully do. And I actually thought it'd be kind of fun to go through like a deep dive on what it looks like. You know, taxes, expenses, all of that kind of thing, to see how it all breaks down. But maybe that's a topic best left for a different video. So
It's like they gave me my taxes, and it was like, wait. Like it was a lot, man. Like, cause there's other things and other annoying stuff going on. It's complicated, right? It's complicated. You guys know if you have like certain type of holdings and stuff, it's just so fucking obnoxious. And so, yeah, glad you can pay the accountants, I bet. Yeah, really. Like when I'm doing something like, well, now what I'm doing is that, like, because my dad passed away, and so he just donated to so many charities. I had no idea, but he donated to so many fucking charities, almost annoying, because I'm checking his mail, and they're just spamming him with fucking mail. It is crazy. So what I tried to do, and like, next time I take a day off, I'm probably just gonna knock all these off. I haven't wanted to take a day off because it's streaming a lot, but at some point before the end of the year, I'm gonna just take a day and just call all the charities that he donated to and figure out like what was his 2023 and 2024 donations, and then just take that and then just donate that in perpetuity in his and my name for all the things that he had donated, which is like fucking 50 of them, but it's like in the grand scheme of things, it's really not enough money, right? And so yeah. Your assistant? I mean, I don't really know if I can have an assistant do that, but like, I have no idea. You think they'll disclose that to you? I mean, if I tell them I'm gonna give them money, yeah, no, for sure, I'll be like, yeah, it's not, they'll say. Well, so, yeah, I mean, I think they probably tell me, sure.
I'll probably just put it here. Hopefully this was insightful. Anyway, we got it.
Yeah. Learn it, okay. And yeah, I think I like videos like this because they're honest, and I think that Twitch and YouTube and everything, the way that people see reality, the amount of money that people make, etc. There is a lot of delusion that I think goes on, but yeah, that's the way it usually is. SUC shows 1 day of Twitch earnings. Ooh. That's like so. Let me under the average. Wednesday, December 15th. So he got it's a $45,000. That's pretty good. That's in 1 day. That's good. want to see mine? Here, let's take a look at mine. Analytics, earnings. Okay, and we've got right here. All right, so we're back, and let me make sure everything.
All the redheads in the front. Look at that. That's crazy.
Not whatsoever. Okay, so I'll show you all right now. So this is
No. 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 You stay back there. You stay back there. Stay back there. No opera.
It's insane. Like if I go onto my Asmongold channel and I look at, the Lost Ark days, XQC's right. That was a bad day. Yeah, he's right. Twitch-wise, it's peanuts. Yeah, there it is. And so anyway, no, it was a lot. And so anyway, like this is the amount of money I make every day, basically on streaming on Twitch. I make basically, let's see, $500. It's a minus $22. Somebody bought something and they refunded. I got 5 cents for Turbo, 8 cents for ads. That's pretty good, right? And then we go back. I'll just go back a little bit more. So this is, I guess I made a lot of money that day. I don't really know why. Just gifted subs, some sort of like fucking promotional thing. And there you go again, another $19,000. This is when I wasn't streaming, right? So I'll just go back one more month. And so $16,000. You got this one right here. Usually about $500 a day, somewhere around there, right? And is Kick any better? Oh yeah. No, I mean like $20,000 a day. And it would be easy. So it's gone down a lot because they used to pay me for Turbo. And if you go back and you look at this, so I used to be getting paid a lot of money for Turbo, but then Twitch took me off. You said you're earning revenue from Twitch Turbo. Well, no, I'm not. I mean, I can tell that because the graph says I'm not. So show Kick. I mean, I haven't really streamed a lot on Kick, so it's harder for me to say. I can go back and pull it up and see what it says. But this is where it is. I guess let me make sure that I can find all of this here. And okay, so all right, that should be fine. And so I guess I can just show this one right here. So this is on Kick. Let me go back. I'll pull this one up over here. The graphs aren't real. Yeah, basically. And so there's this one here. There's the graph, and this is how much I've made on Kick. I guess maybe in the last month, right? Ever since I've been back. So things are going a lot better on Kick, definitely. And the reason why is that people that watch over there and get paid for more money, and like it's just better off. And so that's 2 weeks, right? That's 2 weeks. And it's 3 times as much it is. So this is the amount of money I made per day right here on Kick. It's about $5,000 a day. Somewhere around there, it could really depend. You run ads in the stream, get Turbo revenue. Maybe I could. I don't know. I used to run a lot more ads. I don't really run ads for any reason. It's not important. So amazing. Someone with 40K viewers makes $700 on Twitch a day. What should small streamers do about that? Well, the reason why I don't make that much money is because I don't have to. The fact is that, and this is going to sound crazy, but I made this much money on Twitch even whenever I made more money than this whenever I had like 10,000 viewers back in the day. Because I emphasized subs, we had sub goals, sub badges, we were doing we had ad revenue, Twitch Prime, etc. But I don't need to do that anymore, so I just don't do it anymore, right? It's really just that simple. So yeah, and Charlie's done with the ad stuff too, walking in footsteps. Yeah, it's unnecessary. It's annoying. Nobody likes seeing it, and so I turned it off, right? And you can see I'm making a lot of money from Turbo for a while, and then they basically just cut it in half, right? So they took basically $20,000 I was making, and they were like, "Well, you're not getting that anymore, you little bitch, you little bitch, you're not getting that." Like, so the small streamer is begging for subs. What's your max in a day? A lot. I mean, probably a lot. I don't know what my max in a day is. I have no idea. And yeah, that's it. I mean, Face's ads are crazy. Yeah, yeah. No, a lot of people make money with ads on Twitch. I mean, the thing is that you reach a point where having more money would make you more happy. I mean, I reached that point like fucking 5 years ago. I'm gonna be honest, about 7 years ago. But yeah, that's it. Our sponsored streams make money. Oh, the amount of money that listen, guys. Don't worry about it. Okay? Yeah, $45,000 in a day. That's how much a lot of people make in a year. I mean, I'll be honest, right? I mean, I can go back and see this. People are having crazy urges to donate massive amounts of money. That's one of the reasons why I turned off donations. I just thought it was weird. I mean, like, if people want to give subs or something, I guess it's okay. But I'm in a Black Mirror episode and I hate it. I think that really, like, a lot of streamers, a lot of people, like LSF posters, people get really mad about this, is that I can't even afford to eat properly. Like, you can go and find some random OnlyFans girl that is like 19 that's made $1 million because she's posted pictures of herself on the internet. Like, the reality is that you're always going to have people that in one way or another have it easier than you do in life. But, that's just always how it is. That's always what's going to happen. And here's what's funny about it is there are guys that make that same level of magnitude more money than I do. Like that's true, right? They make way more money than I do. And or XQC does even, right? I mean, they make a lot of money. And so and they're not streamers. Some of them you don't even know who the fuck their name is, right? Like you see somebody like Bobby Kotick is a good example, right? I mean, look at this guy. This guy gets a severance package. Just his severance package alone is $200 million. Like that's it. Like just that. Like these are guys like any celebrity or something like that you think is really rich. No, bro. Like if you look at the guys that are running a lot of these companies and like the amount of money, like fucking equity and power they have, it's like NBA players are like homeless people next to this. It's like nothing. It's insane, bro. Like yeah. Like these guys, like they make decisions for like billions of dollars. It's not even it's an insane money. Yeah, these people don't play on the teams. They own the holding company that owns the team. They don't even own the team. They own the holding company that owns the team. Yeah, it's a totally different situation. So I don't ever and I've dealt with people like that before, and honestly, a lot of them. This is what I found to be very interesting. A lot of the most affluent people that I've ever met and dealt with are completely normal. They're completely normal. They're not massive ego. Like, yeah, they're confident. They say, yeah, I did this. How about this, right? But they're totally fucking normal. The main people that I think are the most insufferable are the ones that are above average. Those are the ones that are very annoying. That's really the ones. And the one with James when I was the NBA itself. Yeah, maybe, right? And anyway, I will watch the Charlie video. I didn't get around to this yesterday. I think it'd be good to see. But people with fixations, maybe. Yeah, I guess so. I just made tons of money and I was broke as hell. Yeah, you can lose it as fast as you make it. No, you can lose it as fast as you make it if you are bad with money. There's a lot of people that are very bad with money. So yeah, it's that simple. After a certain level, people want to keep a good game. Yeah, of course. Like that's the way I am. Like I don't want people to know that I have a lot of money. Like I don't want people to recognize that I have an expensive farm. Like because in doing so, again, like this is. Ask yourself this question. I don't have this much money, but if you had $200 million, would you want to go around broadcasting that everywhere you went?
No.
No, you don't. And so that's really what it comes down to, right? And that's what matters a lot. To me, my entire stuff of the game. Man, if she plays this, I wish she smash on that. All the other people, right?
built up strong in the corner, which was less thin, naturally supported testosterone levels. Hence, 100% off. You can enjoy convenience, discretion. You got that 50% just before having more of our takes that the edge of the wasn't enough. Start at Hams.com.
Great. That business song that's going on for a week now, and it's still very getting worse. Like, it was already tremendously bad, horrible. Let's look at it. Meanwhile, the community is still ready to Pittsburgh. That's like nothing wrong. That everyone else is a problem. Another quick streak.
I think it's going to be pretty hard to run defense for it at this point. I really think so. It's just like it's so obvious, isn't it? It's so fucking obvious.
You know, and it's also come out making statements defense for the song. And Belgrade was defending him a few days ago, got a bunch of backlash for a terrible thing. Well, she went to Basketball for advice. She asked him tightly, generally, gave her advice. And then what does she do? She turns around and throws the guy under the bus. Now, it's on my video yesterday. I remember to watch like the whole thing, because near the end of it, I specifically showed how like Valkyrie was getting a ton of chat.
Oh yeah, messaging me, never respond. Asmon, never go to that shithole. Why would you message him? Bad idea, bro. They were not happy about that. Oh my god. No, not him. They were so upset about it. I mean, she should have known.
I mean, really, she should have done. Like, I told you, like, there's no way, like, the way that people like that think, you have to understand that, like, if you create, it's like, she's apologized, like, I mean, I like Ray, I mean, that's why I helped her, right? But, like, the fact is that, like, she's apologized and both made this.
Man, I just be wanting the skills. I don't even care about the failures. She can be a failure on her own. I mean, she's gonna fail regardless, so it's just the way she's built. But it is what it is.
The plot. I mean, you're totally off the rails. And I think that Ray, I mean, I remember she apologized for using like AAVE. And people might not know what this means. It's an AAVE is African American Vernacular English, which means like there are like terms like for real, like I'm gonna like shit like that, right? Like just basically. I mean, I hate to say it sounds like very crass. And like, you know, borderline racism, like,
What?
you know, stuff that black people kind of say, right? And for show, yeah, exactly, like basically, and she went.
Oh my God.
I think that, like, really never done that. And in apologizing for that, I think that you.
Wait, but Ray is half black. She's half black. What? What do you mean saying stuff black people say? She's half black. She can do that. She was literally born. Well, you can say that anyway, because it's just a vernacular. I don't care if you're half black or not black at all. If you enjoy the culture, enjoy the culture. Don't worry about these nesting dolls of idiots out here that want to gatekeep and hold everything from everybody, so then nobody can enjoy anything unless they enjoy it, and then they're not gonna enjoy it unless everybody else is mad they can't enjoy it, which is fucking dumb. Or like dumb shit. I ain't gonna win. I ain't a career right here, then. Oh, this is dumb. Cause I've beaten Armor Kingdom with way less stam. I'm talking about way less stam than 539. I beat Narva Keenan with 436 down, over 100 less. With less wit, too. So this is dumb. Okay. I'm slowly turning up the fodder in this game. It's funny. Alright, okay, so you won't allow me to finish my run so I can get the rest of my skills. Fine. Fine. Yeah, exactly. Fine. I just throw her away. It's no problem. It's not a thing. Mm, 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 mm. It's not a thing. Mm, 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 mm. Alright, going home. Alright, so that made me mad. So I don't even want to play another run today. Or right now. Maybe later on today I'll hop on. I'll hop on later on today. And I'll do another run or two. Whatever. Uh, Alright. Mm. Alright, that'll be the end for the stream. Right.